Alright, moving on to question number 14. Notice, first of all, it's not a right triangle, so that means I can't use SOHCAHTOA. So I'm either looking at the law of sine or the law of cosine. Well, remember, cosine is all three sides, which I don't have. It's also two sides and the angle in between. Well, notice this angle is not in between these two sides, so therefore it's not law of cosine, it's law of sine. So if you take a look, I have this angle with its corresponding side. I'm looking for angle C, and I have its corresponding side. And we said the ratio of that angle divided by its side is constant between the sine of another angle divided by its side. So we're going to cross multiply. We have 12 sine of C, 17 sine of 41. We need to eventually get C by itself. I'm going to plug all of that into my calculator. .9294. And again, I'm looking for an angle, so that means C is equal to the inverse of .9294, or the inverse of that answer. And we end up with a 68-degree angle. Moving on to number 15, notice we do have a right triangle. That means we can use SOHCAHTOA. If you take a look, this side here is opposite, this side is hypotenuse, so OH corresponds with sine. So sine of x is 7 over 15. Again, we've got to find the angle, so we're doing inverse sine of 7/15. We get 28 degrees. Moving on to 16, if you take a look at 16, every single one of these we're looking for an angle, so we're going to do inverse. One is just inverse cosine versus sine versus tangent. So inverse cosine of 4/5, and it says to the nearest tenth, so that would be 36.9 degrees. Inverse sine of 3/5, that would be 36.9 degrees as well. And inverse tangent of 5/4, we end up with 51.3 degrees. Moving on to question 17, they just want us to sketch a vector that's 40 degrees south of east. So remember, that means we were heading east first, and then we headed south, and it's saying that angle is approximately 40 degrees. 18, they want us to find the value of W. They want us to put our answer in radical form. So we don't have any angle measures, so it looks like as though we're just going to use Pythagorean's theorem. So we have 12 squared plus W squared equals 4 radical 14 squared. I'm going to square the 12. 4 radical 14, we can even type that in our calculator. I'm going to do 4 radical 14 and make sure I square that whole thing, and we get 224. Now, just to make sure you understand how we would do that by hand, I'd have 4 radical 14 times 4 radical 14. I get to multiply by my 4's. I get to multiply my 14's. And the square root of 196 is 14. And we should get the same answer that we got on our calculator, which we do. So we're going to go ahead and solve for W. We're going to subtract that 144. And it wants our answer in radical form. So I'm going to come over here and do that factor tree. Got 2 and 40, 2 and 20. So if you notice, we have a pair of 2's and a pair of 2's. Those get multiplied together and come to the outside, and we get 4 radical 5. Okay, moving on to number 19. Again, this is not a right triangle, so I can't use SOHCAHTOA. Notice you have two sides with the angle in between. That means we're going to use that law of cosine. And the biggest thing in that formula is this side is across from the angle measure that we've been given. That's the piece that's going to go on the left-hand side of the equation. So x squared equals 36 squared plus 49 squared. And remember, you're going to get these formulas on your test. So this is that case where I get to type in exactly what I see. 36 squared, 49 squared, cosine of 55. We eventually end up with 1,673.4. We're going to go take the square root. Remember, I can use that answer button again. So the square root of my answer, and we get 40.9. Okay, last two. Number 20, it says describe the vector in component form, and it gave us a hint. Component form is when I need to find x and y. Notice you have a right angle right here. So we're going to go and find x. That's adjacent over hypotenuse, so that's cosine. Cosine of 48 is x over 96. We're going to solve that. Let's go set up the second equation. That's opposite over hypotenuse. And we get the following. We get x equals 64.2. Y equals 71.3. Now we just need to finish it up. Notice you are going right and down. That means my x remains positive, but because I'm going down, my y is negative. Alright, last question. First of all, it wants me to graph the vector -6, -4. Wants me to find the magnitude. So remember, magnitude, again, this is 7, and I didn't go down 4. Should be all the way down here. Magnitude is just that length in there, which is the hypotenuse. So we're going back and using Pythagorean's theorem. It says round to the nearest tenth. So I have the magnitude squared equals 44. We're going to take the square root. And we get 6.6. The second thing we need is this angle sitting in here. Notice we have opposite over adjacent. That's tangent. So tangent of x equals 4/7. Again, we're looking for that angle, so we need to do inverse tan. Is 30 degrees. The only thing we want to finish it up, we want to use the compass direction. Notice they were going west and then south, so that would be 30 degrees south